Yo, it's VinSane, aka Vonnalouchie. We back with another YouTube, and I ain't gonna lie, ain't no splat episode. We ain't getting into no splat today, man, because I got a real story for y'all. And I just want to, just put some on the hearts of the people. So, the title of today's video is, I thought I almost checked out this bitch. That's the title. So let me give y'all the backstory. So, Christmas Eve, my homie Diamond, she called me. Nah, my homie Diamond is like the female version of Wiz Khalifa. So she needs some Chronic the Hedgehog, so I slide, deliver, skirt. Now, it's rare that I'ma slide on Diamond and we not gonna chit chat for a hot little second. She's a highly intelligent individual, highly inclined in the political spectrum. Of course, she's a hip hop artist, so she's a creative. She's resourceful. She's just a good person to be around, I was expecting to just really go on and swerve, drop that off in vamoose. But we ended up talking about a wide variety of motherfucking topics. That's just what she do. And I learned a lot being around her. So somehow we got on the topic of drugs, and specifically fentanyl, right? This real shit. I don't know if it was a mind thing or what, but we get to chopping it up talking about fentanyl. Then one of her other homies was there. He chimed in and was talking about how he watched his cousin make his transition right in front of him from a drug overdose, fentanyl. And I started getting lightheaded talking about this shit, right? Started getting lightheaded and a little woozy to the point where I had to cop a squat. Man, damn, you got a bottle of water? It's a whole case right in front of you. That's how, I'm starting to feel uneasy, uncomfortable. Okay? I have to cop a squat. I'm jail posing with the bottle of water and shit. I'm just knees bent, just cooling out. And I stand up and I feel myself getting dizzy. I'm like, hold on, man. What the fuck? Like, is this a mind thing, or is something really wrong with me? So I cop a squat. My homie Diamond, I love her to death, yo. I told him, man, it felt like I was just getting lightheaded, and felt like I was just having a little trouble breathing. She whip up tea, give me a motherfucking humidifier, orange juice, Gatorade. She's ready to feed a nigga, all type of shit. God bless your heart. Man, you have everlasting life, Diamond. You know what I'm saying? So I sat down for 20 minutes, get myself situated, right? When I felt myself like I was straight, I went on and left her some extra Chronic the Hedgehog just for the hospitality. I'm grateful. I swerved out. I get to the crib. Next day, Christmas. Now my brother just came back from Chicago. He was out there for a few months, so I ain't had no plans for the holidays because he just came back, so I ain't really had no plans. I be tucked to myself. If it ain't about no money or something like that or being productive, I ain't really in the streets. I'm at my second home, which is the gym, or I'm at the crib. Y'all, this is a product of what I be doing at the crib. Y'all watching it, or I'm video, or I'm editing, or doing some kind of editing to some degree, because I be doing all type of shit with other people. Photos, music videos, I got my own content. You know what I mean? So, even when I'm in the crib, the crib is really just a place for me to sleep and work. It's my office. I don't be in this bitch tucked watching Netflix and binge watching shit. That ain't my thing. You catch me really watching some shit or binging or doing something, it's probably because it's some tenderoni, some soft legs over here. So Christmas come, I slide on my brother. I ain't drank in a few months, so I'm a little excited, you know what I'm saying? My brother, he back, you know what I'm saying? Seen him in a couple months. His baby mama, she cooked. the alcoholic beverages get the crack and start to flowing. It's a holiday, fuck it, why not? We bro, we chopping it up, we vibing, we in Phoenix, Chicago, it's about -7 with a blizzard. So we out here just enjoying, we just out here enjoying our geographic. I didn't eat until I got to the crib, took the plate home, made a Cornish hen, some motherfucking mashed potatoes with gravy, little mac and cheese. You know what I'm saying? The day over with, I packed that shit up. We under the foil. I been back to the crib. I'm back at the crib probably by like 7:30. I'm feeling a little woozy. I done had a little wood with the alcoholic beverage. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I get to the crib, nigga, y'all already know what time it is, and I didn't eat all day. Had the nerve to be sitting there, hee and ha. Now this the moment a nigga really been waiting for. Got a whole little miniature Cornish hen to myself, nigga. I ain't ate all day. It's OD right now. So, I'm sunk in the seat. I was so motherfucking in it. I don't even think I warmed the food up. I was up under the act. That shit was warm enough for me. It wasn't cold. So I'm sitting on the couch, I'm eating that shit. By the time I finish that shit, I'm sunk. You know how that shit go. The shoulder, one of the shoulders, your favorite shoulder, depending on the couch and your position, that bitch going up there. You know what I mean? So I'm cooling. You know what I mean? Next day. Now I'm telling you all these details because it all adds up to ultimately the message I want to get to the people. Next day. Christmas over with. Next day. We on the 26th now. I'm at the gym. I motherfucking do some cardio. Right? Now, look, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This is an important part. I religiously kind of take pre-workout. It's not good. I know that. I couldn't find my pre-workout. Couldn't find it. I don't know where I put that shit, but I couldn't find it. So when I get to the gym, I grab a motherfucking energy drink. I can count on my hands how many times I've ever drank an energy drink. I still have water with me. For some reason though, you just be wanting this artificial pump. You just be psychological. Sometimes you be taking this shit, like unless you don't really take it, when you take something like that, you gon' feel it. But when you get accustomed to like I take pre-workout a lot, and I ain't proud of it, but you be kind of relying on this little artificial energy. It ain't that you really need it, it's just when you take it for so long, after a while, I don't even think you really even be feeling it. It just be a mental thing. Like them bitches a hit, but I see a bang. I don't think I ever tried the bang. And it was like some purple pear shit. I don't know. It was the worst fucking energy drink I've ever had in my life. I was blue when I tasted it. So by me not even liking the taste, I'm kind of babysitting while I'm in the gym. And I finish my cardio and shit, and I get to just working on some little chest, because I wasn't really sure what I was gonna do after cardio, because my focus as a lady just been really cardio, just cutting. So I'm doing a little chest, and I realized, like, damn, I've been babysitting this motherfucking nasty ass energy drink. Let me at least try to reap the benefit off that motherfucker, right? Now, I have been sipping. I probably was at a little under half, but I have been in the gym for a minute, and I just realized, like, damn, I still got this, let me throw this bitch back. Wrong decision. Threw that bitch out, chug it. Throw the shit in the trash. Get my burp out and everything. I'm ready to rock and roll, Bon Jovi. I get back to doing chest. I'm kind of like supersetting by myself. So I'm doing it, and when I started doing this shit, I get in row with it. I started feeling like, first I started doing little shit like this, like, alright, feeling that little shit. Get in row again, another set. Then I start scratching the chest and shit and just trying to, I start tilt my head up and shit. Start like, I'm good. I'm getting a little slightly uncomfortable right? Still ain't thinking too much of it. By like my third set, bro, I do it. I get up. Now I'm just like, I'm looking puzzled like, is this me? Is it the exercise or is it a little tough to breathe in here? So you start panicking just a little bit. I start doing all type of shit. Like, is it just me? I'm down there looking at other people like they know what's going on. Like, is it me? So I'm like, you know what? Let me sit down and take a little longer rest in between these motherfucking sets. I feel like it's calming down, right? So I'm like, all right, let me get back to it. I get back to it. This like around that fourth set, I'm like, I stand up, I start feeling myself getting a little lightheaded, and I sit down. And it went from me sitting down to, I start doing shit like, I gotta breathe on myself, make sure a nigga breathing like, then nigga, my chest went cool. Nah, this ain't happening. Just chill, V. Cause I ain't into panicking. Cause I know how much that can make shit worse. But it went from that to this feeling came over my body for like, if I don't control this feeling, I feel like I'ma check out. Can't explain it, bro. I went from sitting on that motherfucking bench to the floor. Now I'm on the floor. Head on the bench and shit. Now look up, looking at people like, trying to give people like the watch me face, but like too embarrassed to tell a motherfucker like, I don't know if I'm checking out. I don't know if I should tell y'all to go get somebody. So I'ma just focus on my breathing. And that's I know my heart beating faster because of the energy drink. Let me just try and relax, bro. I sat there for like 15, 20 minutes. I attempted to get up off the floor and sit back on the bench. Felt like I was about to check out. That's when I started throwing motherfucking hand signals, giving niggas the, hey bro. He looked at me, but he had his headphones on. He kind of like looked at me and just kept it. And I looked to the next person like, excuse me. I was so embarrassed, but I had to because I felt like, nah, this ain't finna go down like that. It was two ladies to the left of me. Excuse me. I'm not really feeling well. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. Can you guys go and notify the staff, have them come back here? She sure. Staff come back there. What's going on, man? I tell them like, man, woo, I took the bang. Woo. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, maybe it's your sugars or something. Maybe your sugars are low, some shit like that. Remind you, I ain't got no health. I don't have no medical history. I've been great since I came out. My mama twat team USA. If it wasn't a cold or a flu, I ain't had no issues with my body. I've been healthy my whole life. So this whole shit about sugar, at this point, I don't give a fuck. Whatever you think gonna work, come on with it. Folks has go get a cookie and shit, come back, take my goddamn info, cause they still gotta charge me with that shit. Despite my motherfucking, I might check out, they still gonna get that motherfucking charge. I don't give no fuck about that. So, they like, long story short, man, if they feel like it continue, just let them know. You know, if you feel like you need some medical attention, we'll call them for you. But just try to relax, cause it's probably just the bang. You know what I'm saying? I found myself like, when I'm talking to somebody, I felt like I was soothed talking to someone. And I guess that's just mentally taking me off what's really going on, so it's making me at ease just a little bit. As soon as he leave, that shit kick up again. Now, somebody else had already been watching me. High key, he walked up. He gave me, I told him what was going on. He like, yeah, it might be this. I'm a nutritionist. Woo. Don't mess with the cookie. Take the Gatorade. You know, everybody doctors and shit now, right? I'm grateful though, because at the end of the day, I just don't want to check out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to stay mentally strong and shit. So I'll take the Gatorade, they like drink it slow. At this point, like, I was damn near afraid to even swallow anything. It just felt like I couldn't even swallow. So I couldn't do nothing but midget sip anyway. You know what I'm saying? Heart pounding fast and shit. Mentally, I'm trying to stay strong, cause like it all be in the mind. You can take yourself out with this panic shit. On God. So I do all that. The Gatorade. Now I'm now damn near look like I didn't damn near went snack shopping and shit. I got cookie, I got Gatorade, I got water. You know what I'm saying? All type of shit just sitting around me. I got my motherfucking keys on the ground. I got my motherfucking headphones, half cocked. You know what I'm saying? Like, phone on the floor. I'm sitting there, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? The nutritionist guy, he like, man, just sit up. Try to get your airway open. Just sit up, you know what I mean? And like I say, when I'm talking to somebody, I'm cool. As soon as they dip, it's just like something in my mind just know, like, I put my hand up on my hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip back to the motherfucking floor. So I'm gonna go from the bench, I'm back on the floor. For some reason, that just seemed to be the most comfortable position to me, where I feel like I'm gonna survive. Man, that shit kick up again. I hit the green light. I tell remember I told you I raised my finger up to the one dude? They look like they might have been Arabian or something. Younger cats. It was two of them. Yeah, looked past me the first time, but when he seen all the attention I getting, everybody able to put two and two together, bro, got a little something going on. Nothing too crazy, but it's a little something going on. And the community just kind of started giving me this feeling like, all right, they watching me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the love. You know what I mean? So as soon as I get to waving that Mutombo motherfucker again, I just called it in like, hey bro, can you go and tell the staff up front to just go ahead and call the ambulance, cause I know my body, I ain't feeling too good right now. He like, sure, I got you. He light little jog up there, and they come back, they ask me, hey, okay, that's what you wanna do? All right, we're gonna call them. They make the call. I'm sitting there slump action. You can forget about me, stick a fork in me. At this point, I'm just thinking like, man, I need the ambulance to get here quick. You know what I'm saying? Ambulance get there, they come in that bitch like the goddamn Avengers. Now this time, the whole gym just looking at me by now, man. You know what I mean? I'm in that bitch. I'm dealing with that. I'm dealing with what I'm feeling, and I'm dealing with like, damn, man. How I just go from in this bitch with the headphones, going cool to Dirk and Von in this bitch, swaggy to help in like a matter of 30 minutes. So I'm thinking about all that. I'm blue, fake embarrassed. Like I just in this bitch doing all this swag going, and I'm in this bitch looking fake lifeless. How quickly time fly. How quick shit happen. So they pull out all the shit, you know, they need all my information. They pull out all type of shit, vitals, sticking me with all type of shit. Right then and there, they running my vitals. Your vitals good. Heart rate a little up. None seem too crazy. Did you take pre-workout and the bang? Anything else that you took we should be concerned about? You know all the regular shit that they should ask. When did this all start? And then I start reflecting on, damn, this did just fake happen the other day while I was at Diamond. Basically, I'm going through the same symptoms today, but that energy drink just amplified that bitch. So I get to telling them like, you know what? Actually, now that I think about it, I just had a little smaller episode the other day. Ooh. They like, well, we're looking at your vitals. You good? May just need to sit here for a while, but if you want us to take you to the hospital, we'll take you to the hospital. So they doing all that. Nah, I'm a pretty healthy guy. I know my body. Take me to the hospital. I'd rather them run tests and shit and just let me. I just need to play it safe at this point. Cause I ain't been to a hospital in a minute. I ain't been checked out in a minute neither. Anyway, so let me go ahead and just let them, you know what I mean? Let them people do their job on the nigga. Cause I ain't never finna I ain't even confident getting in my car trying to drive home right now, let alone getting to the crib and just chilling by my lonesome. That shit ain't happening. I'm gonna wake up dead. Auntie? Cuzzo! Like, nah, I ain't ready for all that. I'm gonna get to them. They coolin'. They don't need me right now. So, they get me on the stretcher and shit, all that shit. And instantly, when they come, though, I'm relieved. That's how I know it's a mental thing. You know what I mean? So, whole time, they telling me, like, your blood and your vitals and all that shit good. Your heart rate just a little bit up. We know that's probably from the bang, but we don't see anything remotely close to you just being in some kind of funk. You know what I mean? But you might be having a motherfucking panic attack. You know what I'm saying? I thought about that shit like, they might be right. Because I do got a few things on my plate right now that I've been dealing with legally, financially, all type of shit, like all type of responsibilities, holidays and all that shit. And it has, you know, I ain't never been the type to like claim anything negative. So I try to be very mindful of the words that I speak, the shit that fall off my tongue. I ain't into claiming no sickness, no death, only God and greatness and lots of fucking cash. You feel me? So, but just because I ain't claiming it don't mean that my body ain't feeling it. Because like I say, I do have some shit on my plate that as soon as I wake up in the morning, I thank God, and then that's the first thing that's on my brain. Like, damn, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna handle this shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, I have my issues just like everybody else. So they take me to the hospital and shit, and I was able to walk, get off the stretcher, you know, get to the registration and all that shit. They took me to the emergency room or whatever. I ended up sitting out that motherfucker for about 2.5 hours, and it had got so bad with my motherfucking anxiety, I felt myself going back up to the register motherfucking window, and this what blew me. This big thigh-head ass bitch. Folk, I'm on banded knee, Boys to Men style, literally on both my knees at the registration joint. Like, my anxiety keep kicking in and out. Like, it'd go, I'd be cool. Then I just think about like, damn, I'm in a hospital. How the fuck I just go from here to there? My heart will start going back crazy again. I get lightheaded and feeling like I'm about to check out. So I try to make my way. I make my way up to the registration window. I'm like, look, I already understand the process. I know that there's a line, you know what I mean? But I'm really having trouble breathing right now. And I just don't want to check out in front of y'all ass. You know what this bitch said? This is why I'm so adamant about getting in a powerful position with influence and finances. Because I felt like such a regular civilian. This big 5-head bitch. Cute little 5-head little bitch. But this, she's no longer cute after this. She looking at me with the most nonchalant face, bro. I didn't have what's left of my Gatorade on that bitch. I'm so jittery, I tilt that shit over right on they little shit. She looked right at that shit like it was nothing, she said. As soon as they finish with this other lady, they're coming to check on you. But it was the way she said it, it was like, you know, it can't be that much of an emergency if you was able to make your way to the window. Like, bitch, I'm having trouble breathing. I ain't say I had trouble looking good. Bitch! So, like 10 minutes after that, obviously I survived. A motherfucking nurse come from behind with the little vital machine. They do my little vitals and shit again. Oh, you good? You good, pal? Your vitals is good. Like I say, your blood, your heart rate just a little up. That may be from the bang. And it's like, when I'm talking to somebody, I feel so soothing. But it's like, once they leave again, I'm back to regularly scheduled programming. I'm just like, God, when is this shit? When is the bang gonna stop? It's, you know how uncomfortable it is to be in your body and you can't breathe? It ain't like I can just dip into another motherfucking body. Like, I'm stuck in this shit until this shit go away or it gets handled. That is the most, yesterday, yo, that shit, changed when I tell you shit changed my life, I'm bound to probably smack a Bang energy drink out of one of you niggas' hands if I see y'all. Pre-workout, dead. Gotta get my energy from real food, bro. Like, that is uncomfortable. If this is what they treating it like it's something light, they don't know what I'm feeling though. But to them, it's light. So if that's light, I do not want to know what heady is. Which brings me ultimately back to my point. But I'm finna conclude it right here. I finally get to the back. They do my X-ray, EKG. They run my blood. You know what I'm saying? Everything came back. Vince, you're in great shape. Stay away from the bangs. You're probably having an anxiety attack. Just focus on your breathing. Chill. Just take a day or two to yourself. You can go back to regularly scheduled programming, but just take a day or two to yourself. They basically telling me I'm good to go, but by that time my ex had pulled up on me. She came with a green drink. Not a green smoothie, a green drink. She's sitting back there with me. I knocked that bitch back. The doctors did nothing. The doctors did nothing for me. They gave me nothing. They told me nothing. They just ran the EKG, X-ray, blood. They told me I was cool, but through the green drink back, everything disappeared. Chest not tight no more. I could breathe. The dizziness kind of went away. I can walk. The green drink. So I went to the doctor for nothing. I should have just went to my fucking ex. I say all that to say this. I believe I was having an anxiety attack, right? But that food and that liquor, in conjunction with the next morning of that bang, it all contributed to, the ultimate feeling that I was dealing with. Food is really medicine. I took that green drink, all that shit got eradicated. I don't trust these hospitals. If you're not in a position where you have power and influence and lots of money to get the very best treatment, these hospitals don't give no fuck about you. I done sat there and watched people argue with doctors, sitting there arguing on behalf of relatives that they love who are going through extreme pain, but because of their insurance and they can't do something, so they send you here, you get over there, they send you over here, you get over here, they send you back here, you running the motherfucking triangle offense. You could have played for the Lakers and the fucking Bulls. They running a triangle offense on you, just sending your ass off, back and forth, ping-ponging you. The United States of America is a business. It's a real corporation, yo. If it ain't about business, it ain't about the end result of the dollar, it don't mean nothing. We are all byproducts of that, because that's all we think about. I just want to leave y'all with the message that ain't nothing worth your motherfucker, because once you ain't got health, you ain't got shit, y'all. I just want y'all to know you can't depend on doctors to heal you when you have the opportunity to heal yourself, and it can avoid the shit in this totality. Food is medicine, man. Spinach, the ginger, all the herbs, some of the spices, the black seed oils, the sea moss. You know what I mean? Like, man, get that shit in your system, man. Like, drink your water, man. Drink your spring water, drink your alkaline. Cause everything is contaminated these days. Even the water ain't even the healthiest no more. They read the ingredients on that shit. You gonna see 14 letter words on that bitch. What the fuck is a rhabdophilocolasophosphorus? I don't know what the fuck that is. Somebody explain this shit to me. Ain't nobody gonna be there to explain it. You see, you gonna buy that shit or go drink what the fuck you got at the crib. Arizona, you drink this water, you're gonna die. You're gonna meet Jesus or whoever you believe in. That was my story. That was my episode. If y'all had any experiences with or anything remotely close to like anxiety, or you had a energy drink episode, man, tap in the comments. I know I ain't the only one who then went through some shit like this, man. Like, that anxiety shit is real. I have to find pressure points and do deep inhales. I'm YouTube and Googling all type of shit, because I'm not going out like that. I'm too young I'm not doing that, man. That was a real scare for me to be able. You sitting here you pulling your shirt, but it ain't the shirt that's tightening your motherfucking chest. It's the chest. Spooky shit, man. I love y'all. I just want to inspire y'all, motivate y'all, just give y'all something just to think about. I'm not trying to go this young, this early. 50 years old is young. When you going through shit, you like, man, I'm not trying to die at 50. Especially if you ain't did half the shit that you feel like you want to do. Shit, even if you do, you ain't ready to tap out and give all that shit up. You feel me? So it's like, we human, y'all, man. But like I say, man, make sure y'all go check out the merch, coterymerch.com. Subscribe to the channel, man. But y'all let me know y'all experiences, man. Tap in the comments. You know what I'm saying? But health is wealth, man, and food is our medicine, man. You can't depend on these doctors. You gotta. I know y'all might be living, especially black folks, we live in households with people who, I feel like black people these days are more health conscious than ever, but it is still, in the hood, most people are not health conscious. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker go to the hospital for some shit I just did and come right back home and they hungry. Man, hell nah, fuck all. I'm hungry, nigga. Grab a motherfucking Italian beef, dipped, swell, soggy. I need to hear the juices and I squeeze it between my motherfucking knuckles. Niggas thinking this shit is a game, so that's what I got for y'all, man. VinSane, aka Vonnalouchie, man. Over.